Sports. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Tampa. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Right to the air, it's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Kings! What's up?
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
2nd and 7. A give right up the middle to Henry. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down. In motion comes Andrews. Now Lamar, gonna hang on to it. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? We'll have more from Tampa after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice run.
On play action, here's Jackson. Now he takes off.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
You don't need much. It is third and inches.
Yeah.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On first and 10, here's Baker. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
That's caught. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
Alert! Done.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. It's a pickup of 12. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On second down, Baker. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and 5.
Real. What's that?
To throw is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. And now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Hey, alert 33. Kings. Hurry.
Here comes Otten in motion.
What's that?
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Jackson now on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Hey, Alpha, smart.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. On the option, they give it to Henry. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Bateman is the motion man. He's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens move out in front, 13-3. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Irving now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion.
Regular. Alert. Shot.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Regular. Pistol. Real. Watch out.
Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Right back to Evans. He's got it again.
Let's go.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Point it right. Run. Hey, alert. Watch out.
On 1st down is Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Point it right. Hurry.
Here comes Otten in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Off he goes. And he will score. Game on. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Look at 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep this one himself. Lamar Jackson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On the return is Sean Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Regular. Set. Done.
To throw is Mayfield. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Alert! Up, Johnson. Watch.
Throwing is Baker. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and
Run.
the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Alert! Hey, alert 33. Point it right.
They go play action with Mayfield. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here we go. First and goal. They send Evans in motion. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown Buccaneers.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the 2-point conversion. They send Evans in motion. Throwing is Mayfield. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bateman is the motion man. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
In motion comes Andrews. On third down, here's a run by Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Now it is first and goal. In motion comes Andrews. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with it. Watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.